If you can't get yourself to take action today, watch this video, you understand why you can't take action, how you can deal with it, and finally be able to do the things that you actually want to do. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. And if you like to have the opportunity to work with me, like one-on-one coaching, watch till the end of this video and I'll explain to you how you can actually do so. So now, the first pointer which I'm gonna make in this video, the reason why you can't take action is always gonna be resistance. So what I mean by resistance is, fear, self-doubt, fear of the unknown, and etc. Whatever feelings that you have that is preventing you from taking action. For example, sometimes you wake up early in the morning and you just can't get out of bed. That sort of resistance is what I'm talking about. Whenever you start something new for the first time, whenever you want to pursue something that you actually think is really important to you, there's always gonna be that feeling of resistance. You don't want your failures or your mistakes to affect your ego, those sort of things. Now, in order for you to make progress, alright, you need to take risk. And what I mean by taking risk is whenever you do something, alright, whenever you spend money on something, believe it or not, you're actually taking a risk because you actually work for the money you're given. So, if you're ever buying yourself like maybe a glass of milk, or you may be buying yourself a meal, you're taking the risk of entrusting that thing inside your body. So whenever you take an action, you're using your time, you're using your energy, you might get a certain outcome, you might not. It's all risk. So the hard thing about taking action sometimes, especially when you first start out, is fear of the unknown. Will I ever see any payoffs for my action? And the most common reason why people don't take action, they want to take action, but they just can't get themselves motivated to do so, or they're overwhelmed by paralyzing fear, is they don't see payoffs. People don't take action unless they believe that they can see payoffs from the action. So as long as you don't believe that you can actually get something from your action, there's no certainty of it, you won't take action. Alright, for example, you're certain that if you're to open up your phone and look at Instagram, you'll find something interesting. And that's why you constantly open up Instagram. Nothing bad will happen when you open Instagram. In fact, most of the time when you open Instagram, there's a lot of things that you can see. So it's a guarantee that there's not much risk, and so it's easy for you to do it. However, when it comes to starting something new, let's say you want to start a new business, you want to talk to that cute girl that you see across the street, or let's say you want to do anything new in particular, you're not quite sure if you can succeed in it. And that is the reason why you don't take action. It's because of the risk. If you ever want to make progress, you need to take risk. You can't steal second base without leaving your foot off the first. That's something you want to keep in mind. Now, the cause of paralysis, consequences. Whenever there's gonna be consequences from your actions, may it be failure, you might lose money from it, you might lose your time, wasting time on something that doesn't work. Whenever there's a consequence from your action on doing something, especially that consequence is unfavorable, the more likely you won't take action on it. And that's the reason why it's easier to look at your phone and scroll on social media rather than, pursuing the things that you want in life. Because there's consequence in pursuing the things that you want rather than just passively scrolling on your phone. It's a no-brainer. So in order for you to start taking action today, you need to believe that there are payoffs. You actually need to see payoffs from your actions immediately. And you need to minimize or eliminate all consequences if possible. And that's what I'm going to teach in this video today. So now, in order for yourself to feel like taking action, you need to take risk. You need to take risk and see immediate payoffs. You know, as humans, like in this current time, we are very addicted to instant gratification. So as long as we don't see immediate payoffs from our actions, it's easy for us to stop. So, you know, in order for yourself to be motivated to take action all the time, you want to be able to see immediate payoffs from your actions today, which is what I'm going to teach you in the next section, alright? So I'm going to clear this whiteboard and I'm going to share with you 3 things that you can do today in order for you to take smart risks and start seeing progress from your actions, alright? Okay, key number 1, alright? What small risk am I willing to make today to see a result? Alright, and it's important to understand that the result that you want to see is just a result. It doesn't mean you want to see $1 million in your bank account immediately. What it means by that is you want to be able to see an immediate result from your action as a confirmation that what you're doing actually produces something. Maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. It's a confirmation, alright? So, what is one small risk that you actually can make today that you can immediately see the payoffs from it? Okay, for example, alright, you know, maybe there is like a prospect that you need text in order to get his yes or no for a particular deal, alright? The smallest risk you can actually make is just texting, asking him if he's ready to buy or what are his thoughts on your proposal. And with that, it's either an immediate outcome. He says yes, he says no, or he doesn't reply. And that in itself is an outcome. Whenever you take action, there is a particular outcome. And there is also a risk at the same time. There's a risk of feeling rejection. There's a risk of confirming that, you know, maybe you might not be good enough yet in order to get a result. But that in itself is a confirmation that what you're doing is producing a result now. So whatever that you can do right now today, whatever things that you actually want to do today, think of it as a risk, alright? And actually do it. What's the smallest thing that you actually can do? The smallest risk possible in order to see an immediate outcome, alright? And now that goes to the second key. Keep taking bigger risk to see bigger results. So let's say you take a particular risk, you get a particular outcome, alright? Maybe good or maybe bad. If you want to see a more favorable outcome, you need to take a different form of risk. Or you may need to even take even more risk if, let's say, you're getting a small desired outcome, alright? So if you ever want to see fruits from your actions, you need to take a small risk, see the results from your action immediately so you're motivated to continue taking action. And then you want to keep taking bigger and bigger risks incrementally over time so that you actually can see bigger results. Alright? And then the third key. If you fail, it's part of the risk. So one thing cool about thinking about all of your actions as risk is it gets rid of the negative feeling that comes with failure. Because, you know, you are actually expecting your actions being a risk in itself, which means there's already a consequence from doing something. So by knowing that what you're actually doing is a risk in itself, you accept the possibility for failure. A possibility that things might not work out the way you want it to, and that makes you not, put so much expectation to yourself, so much pressure, there's a possibility of you failing. Like, there's a possibility of you eating, like, buying a food down the store, you eating it, and then you get poisoned. It's all risk. So the reason why you can't take action is because you don't believe that what you're doing right now will produce a good result. But knowing that you're actually putting your efforts into taking that small risk in order to see a result, it convinces your brain that, it's actually fine. Like, even though I'm taking this small risk now, yes, maybe I might receive a small failure. It's all part of the risk, all right? And if I happen to do a small risk and I get a result, a good one, it means that my risk is probably doing well. I'm actually doing it correctly. So you actually take bigger risks, which increases your confidence. So even if you fail, all right, it's a good thing. It tells you what to do better, and it tells you what not to do in the future. So this is how you can get yourself to take action, and this is how you can finally see results from your efforts. Right? It's all about taking risks. Every single thing that you're doing consumes your time, consumes your energy, all right? Even you doing an unproductive thing, like, just looking at social media, is a risk, because you're sacrificing that time that you could use to do something else, more fruitful, in order to produce you a better future. So think about it, all right? In a nutshell, all right, in order to overcome paralysis, in order to get yourself to take action, if you can't take action, all right, start taking small risks today, see results from yourself taking those risks, and understand that, if you fail, it's all part of a risk. And if you get results from your risk, that's because you actually took the risk, right? So that's all from this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more self-help videos like this, all right, on how you can overcome your self-doubts and finally achieve the goals that you want to achieve, all right? Now, if you want to work with me personally, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can schedule a call with me, and I'll be like, be glad to find out what's your current situation, what are the struggles that you're currently facing in terms of, your self-doubt, your limiting beliefs, etc. And I'll help you to overcome it by giving you a game plan. And we also can possibly discuss further on how we can work together in order to help you to achieve your goals in the best, most effortless possible way. All right. So thanks for watching this video, and till next time. Peace.